Hi everyone. So as y'all just seen, I just came back from Dollar General. So I got a little haul. I got a lot of things, a lot of goodies. So I'm going to show y'all what I got. So everything a part of this haul is going to be cleaning stuff or home essentials in general, like everything in that category. So I'm going to show y'all. I'm just going to get everything unbagged so I can just show y'all each thing one by one. All right, first things first, from the haul, I have some Clorox cleaning sprays. This one is an all-purpose cleaner and the other one is just a regular like cleaner and bleach. So this one has that lemon scent and I am so excited to use because I just love when my house to smell so good, clean, and just like I just love that clean smell. So I'm excited to use these because I did get some all-purpose cleaner from Dollar Tree, which is the awesome brand, and it works good, but it just don't have that, you know, that impactful smell. Like a part of cleaning is a part of like getting rid of odors, especially like from the kitchen and things like that. So that this lemon gonna do what it do. So I'm excited to use these. So next I got some palm olive dishwashing liquid. I had to get some of this because I'm almost all out of the Ajax one I have. But I love palm olive. I love this brand. This is like an OG brand. My grandma, she used to use nothing but this palm olive. She'll use Dawn too, but she loved palm olive. And I love this one because it makes your hands feel soft. Like it doesn't dry your hands out when you're washing the dishes. It actually is really gentle on your hands. So I had to grab some of this. Next, I got the Mr. Clean multi-surface cleaner. And this one has that Febreze Unstoppable scent. Y'all, this smells so good, like so good. I gotta take a whiff right quick because, oh my gosh, like this is about to, ooh, it's about to make the house smell so good. I'm gonna use this to clean like my kitchen counters, also in my bathroom like little counters, and my tub. Everything's gonna be smelling so good, so good. Yep, it says it's great for bathrooms and other tough jobs with kitchens. I do want to make sure because I've never used this to clean my tub before. I kind of just use like that tub cleaner and then use this spray for my tiles. But I think this would do good in there as well. So I'm just ready for my house to be smelling magnificent. Next, I got some dryer sheets and I got the Gain Original Scent dryer sheets. These smell so good. You can smell out the box like as soon as you pick them up. When you walk in that aisle in the store, you can smell these. Like it just smells so wonderful. Like Gain has always been good when it comes down to like detergents and the smells. Like their scents are undefeated to me. But I had to get some of these with the 105 dryer sheets. We don't really go through a lot of dryer sheets, so like this lasts a while. I usually get the Downy or the Snuggle, but I want to add that Gain scent in there because I like Gain detergents, but like, you know, when it comes down to like your underwears and stuff, I personally can't use anything like that on my underwears. I have to get like Free and Gentle, so it was just like a hassle to separate the detergents. So I just kind of just use the Free and Gentle or the Arm & Hammer for like all my clothes in this, you know, not have all that mixing, because I don't know, like sometimes when Deontay washes a load, I gotta tell him, no, don't use that on my stuff. So I just use a Free and Gentle for everything, but I just want to add the scent with the dryer sheet, so had to get this. So next up, I got some wipes. These were a heavily needed must. If you know, you know. Wipes are so much better than toilet paper, okay, y'all? Like so much better. It's more cleaner, more fresher, just so much better, okay? So I had to get me some of these. It's 126 in total out of these 3 packs of 42. So yeah. I had to get me some paper plates as well because your girl is tired of washing all these daggone old dishes, okay? We always get paper plates, but then we go through them and then we start using the regular plates and then we stop buying them, but I'm tired, okay? So I'm already almost out of the dishwasher liquid. That's why I had to re-up on that because I was washing all the plates, so we're gonna prolong it with the paper plates. And last thing, a part of this haul, I just got me some overnight pads so I can just restock my little like period container inside my bathroom of all the essentials that I need. But y'all, the period panties by Always are 100,000% better, y'all. Like it's full coverage, everything. Y'all just need to try them because they're like a lifesaver. Like I don't know why we didn't have these a long time ago, because those those works wonders. Okay, so I have a couple of those still left, but I got these on the days where it's just not that serious and I don't really need that all full coverage protection. So yeah, I had to just re-up and restock for these. But that is all the things I got for from Dollar General. It came up to like $33, which I thought was good because a lot of this stuff had like the 2 for $5 deals and things like that. So that is my store right there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put everything in its rightful place, keep everything organized, and then just kind of chill out until dinner time so I can figure out what it is that I'm going to make or what I'm going to eat, or ask Deontay what he wants to eat. And yeah, I really don't have anything else pretty much planned for the rest of the day, so I'm just gonna take some time to just unwind and relax. I have been catching up on my reading, so I did my Bible study earlier today and also read my book, The Promises of God, with the little Bible scriptures with the like daily devotionals of the words and the things that you need and things like that I've been reading for a while. And yeah, so I did that already. I probably am just gonna like chill, watch a movie or something, and then I might come back up here to talk to y'all. But yeah, I will see y'all like in a little bit later because I'm trying to relax. Hey y'all, it's a lot later. Well, not a lot later. It's been about like a hour or two since I talked to y'all. I just been sitting in bed watching TV, but I wanted to come up here so I can give y'all a little update on like everything that I've been telling y'all I've been trying to get involved with in my church. So I did just sign up to join a group. They had like pre-applications for you to kind of look at what group is right for you, and you can kind of sign up before the groups start. Now the groups in my church, to say their semester, they have like in semesters, it starts January 28th, but there's already like some groups that's already meeting and kind of getting their people together so we can get like well acquainted and whatnot. So I did sign up to join a woman's like prayer Bible study group. And they do meet online. Most of the groups meet online. Some of them meet in person, but most of them meet online. So I did tell y'all I wanted to be better by like actually attending church, but most of the groups meet online, so I'm fine with that. And I'm just excited. I'm just waiting for the group leader to get back with me to give me the info, Zoom link, and you know what they're currently doing or what they're currently talking about so I can get into the mix. So I am excited for that. Like this year I'm really trying to be around a lot, you know, more positive Christian people. I do want friends, but I also want to make sure like I have Christian friends that's going to actually inspire me and encourage me and keep me like hold me accountable with my walk up with God and kind of like help me. So I'm excited to hear back from them. They meet on Thursdays, which is tomorrow. Now, I don't know if they're going to get back with me by tomorrow, though. I'm not sure about that. They probably will, and then I'll just go the following Thursday. But yeah, I just want to talk to y'all about that. And honestly, just with everything about that, like with my spiritual journey in general, like I'm just really, really, really trying to be heavy on God this year, like just keeping God the center of my life this year. Like I do not want to play no games. I'm already getting to the point where like I don't even want to listen to like secular music. I've been listening to a lot more worship music. I've just been making little adjustments, well not little, major adjustments to like get myself right in Christ. Like I just need this. I need this. I've been saved since I've been 6 years old, like since I was 6, 7 years old. So it's not new to me. I used to always go to church with my grandma every Sunday. I loved it. It wasn't anything that I felt was forced upon me. Like I really love church. I really love spending time with God. I really love reading my Bible and learning more. That's something I've always been passionate about. But along the way, as I got older, I have been distracted with a lot of things like, you know, life issues, petty dramas, and getting into all this stuff, following all this celebrity gossip and all this weird stuff that's been distracting me a lot. And I'm really just trying to mature and really trying to just grow out of those certain things. So that's like a little bit of a snippet of my testimony, but I just want to share that with y'all. So yeah, everything is just about just growing and maturing in spirit and just not feeding into negativity or not feeding into things that just aren't necessary. Like Jesus is all that I need. I don't need to be worrying about little stuff or complaining about little stuff. Like, I am blessed, extremely blessed and highly favored, and I do not need to be worried about anything. So this is just the reflection that I just started thinking about and I wanted to share with y'all. But I've been watching this TV show on Peacock, y'all, The Best Man Final Chapters. Now, if y'all know what The Best Man and The Best Man Holiday is, those are like movies, like classic movies with Taye Diggs, Morris Chestnut, Nia Long, Regina Hall, Terrence Howard. If you know that film, they made a show out of it, and I didn't even know until I watched The Best Man Holiday during Christmas time, and then like Peacock recommend this, and it's the final chapter. So it's just show, it's like an extended version of the movie, and everybody that's from the movie is on this show, and it's just really nice and nostalgic. I love it so far. I'm on episode 4. Like, y'all need to go give it a watch. I always been a fan of like sitcoms or like, things that just show a group of friends and like the character development of the individuals. Like, it's not just one person that's the star of the show. It kind of shows everybody's life and everybody's growth and what everybody else like is going through. And I like that kind of different point of views when it comes down to shows, because my personal favorite like show, sitcom, or whatever you want to call it, is The Game. Like, that is my thing. Now I'll talk about the older Game, not when they started revamping it and then they had Lauren London and Jay Ellis on there. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I like the original when it was Melody and Derwin and Malik and Tasha, the OG characters. So this is like what it gives with like different people's perspectives and different people's point of views and stuff. So I'm enjoying this show. I'm trying not to finish it so fast though, because I be dusting through shows. Like, I'll be going through shows so fast, and then I'll be like, what am I going to watch now? Like, what am I going to do now? I gotta wait a couple of months or maybe a year until the next season come out, and what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do like for the time being? Now I gotta find something else. So I'm trying to take my time with this show, but I'm gonna continue watching it for like one more episode. I was gonna take a nap, but then I just got like a random burst of energy, so like I'm not taking a nap, and I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna talk to y'all by dinner time. Like, if I cook something, I'll talk to y'all, but if I'm eating takeout, y'all probably see a snippet of what I'm eating. Or yeah, I don't know yet though. I don't know. Hey everyone, so today is the next day. Today is Friday. I didn't really talk to y'all that much or at all yesterday. I just did a little cleaning, and then after I did that, I just showered and like got back into bed and then just ate dinner, and then that was the day. So yeah, it was just one of those relaxation chill days where I was just to myself, so nothing was really going on. But I am about to go to the thrift store today. If y'all watched any of my Vlogmas episodes, I did tell y'all that thrifting is like one of my newfound hobbies. So I am going to the thrift store in a minute, and my car is running because I'm waiting for it to warm up. So if y'all can hear that, I apologize for any audio issues. But while I was in the car, I did have a Bible study earlier this morning with myself, and there was just a message that I've read. I've been reading Luke, so I'm on Luke chapter 4, and I just wanted to share something with y'all that I learned, and I feel like it'll be helpful for others. So I got y'all a little bootleg up in here, like I'm holding y'all because my steering wheel won't let me hold the tripod, and then the dash, it keep falling, so I don't want my camera to get messed up. So yeah, so if you see me looking down, it's because I have my Bible and my journal in my lap, and I'm just going to read off what I've read and then what I pulled from that. All right, so this is Luke chapter 4. I'm going to start from verse 7 all the way to 12. So I'm just going to read it directly, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I pulled from that message. So Luke chapter 4, verses 7 through 12 says, "If you then will worship me, it'll all be yours." And Jesus answered him, "It is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." And he took him to Jerusalem and set him on the pinnacle of the temple and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down from here, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you, and on their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone." And Jesus answered him, "It is said, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test." And when the devil had ended every temptation, he departed from him until an opportune time. All right, so to give a little explanation of what I read in Luke chapter 4, this is where the devil tries to tempt Jesus. He tries to get Jesus to worship him or to turn to him, to turn against God and to turn to him. And Jesus fights that by reading the word of God or reciting the word of God to the devil. The devil then tries to further tempt Jesus by twisting the word of God in hopes to make Jesus kind of bow down to him. Jesus continues to resist the temptation because he knows the word of God and he knows that the devil is a liar, and then the devil eventually flees from him because he keeps resisting. So I do have further notes to kind of dig into this to see how we can apply this message to our lives and how we can be like Jesus and resist the devil. So going back to the verses, Luke chapter 4, 7 through 8 says, "If you then will worship me, it'll all be yours." And Jesus answered him, "It is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." So Jesus knows that he should only serve God the Father. He should not be serving anybody else. So we can learn from Jesus to defeat the enemy with God's word. It's so important for us to know God's word and to just read our Bibles daily so we know and can recognize the attacks from the enemy, and we can know that he's lying. We can debunk his lyings with the truth that's found inside the word of God. But then we also have to be aware that the enemy knows the word too, and he kind of uses it against us. So he tries to attempt to twist the word of God to make us believe that the thing that he's trying to convince us to do that's wrong, he tried to convince us like it's right. That's how the whole thing happened between Eve with the fruit. Eve knew that she wasn't supposed to be eating that fruit, but the enemy had tempted her in a way by making it seem like, oh, don't you want to know everything? Don't you want to be like God? If you know this, then you will be more like God. And it convinced her to just go ahead and eat the fruit and also give it to Adam, but when God commanded them not to eat of it. So the enemy kind of uses things and then try to make it seem like it's right and try to make it seem like this is what God wants you to do when it's not. Anything that comes of confusion is of the enemy. God is clear and concise, and he's not going to lead you to a path of destruction. And if you read closely, you can see that the devil tried to do the same thing to Jesus. He tried to twist the word of God and use the word of God against Jesus, which is like, how can you try to use the word of God against the Son of God when the Son of God is one with God? And he already know that you lying, but he still tried. And he was like, let me go back to it. He took, this is verse 9 of chapter 4, Luke chapter 4. It says, "And he took him to Jerusalem and set him on the pinnacle of the temple and said to him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself down from here. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you, and on their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone." So he just recited the word back to get Jesus to just do it. And Jesus already like, no, I know who my Father is. You're just a liar. Like, I'm not about to listen to you. Because if I listen to you, then I'm following your commands in a way that you're trying to trick me into worshiping you. No. So Jesus clapped back. And he was like in chapter 4, verse 12. And Jesus answered him, "It is said, you shall not put the Lord your God to test." And when the devil had ended every temptation, he departed from him until opportune time. So Jesus already knew. Jesus already knew his tricks. Jesus already knew his lies, and he called him out. That's what we got to do. We got to call the devil out. We got to sometimes we got to go back and forth and just command and declare the word of God, the truth over our lives when he be trying to lie to us. I'm going to repeat verse 13 again because you got to listen closely. Like, you got to keep your eyes peeled. It says, and when the devil had ended every temptation, he departed from him until an opportune time. So the devil departed from him. The devil fled because Jesus was resisting, resist the devil and he would flee. But at the end, it says he departed from him until an opportune time, meaning that he was going to come back. He was going to come back and tempt Jesus again. That's what the devil does to us. We can flee him, but it's a constant. We can resist him and he will flee, but it's a constant fight. He's going to come back. That's his thing. He attacks the righteous. He attacks you at any type of opportunity that he can to get you to bow down to him or to follow him or to get you to act out of the character that God wants you to have. He tries hard to just get you out of that righteous element. He doesn't want you to win. He doesn't want to see you succeed. He's going to try to put everything in your path to kind of destroy everything that God is trying to build for you. All right, so I had to look on my phone to get the other Bible scripture that relates to this, that the enemy preys on the righteous. So it is 1 Peter chapter 5, 8 through 10. And it's your enemy, the devil, prowls like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kind of sufferings. We have to stand firm in faith. We have to stand firm in faith that God has already defeated the enemy and that we do not need to be feeding into anything that he's trying to throw at us. And we need to defeat him with the truth, the word of God. And when he tried to twist the truth, we need to keep standing firm and just keep fighting against him while just all God's promises is keep speaking them out loud. Even if the attack is going on in your mind, speak it out loud. He gonna leave you alone. He gonna come back because that's what he's gonna do. But if you keep practicing this, none of his attacks will ever bother you because they can't stop anything. They can't stop anything that God has already planned for you. The only thing that they can do is temporary delay or distract you. But if you want to keep going on with what God has for you, you have to keep fighting against the enemy. That's is this going to have to be a thing. It's going to be tiresome. There's going to be some days that you're going to feed into it, but you're going to have to bounce back on the word. Like, you're going to have to use the word to bounce yourself back. But don't be discouraged because you got to keep fighting attacks against the enemy. Because James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4 says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. For you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness, and let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." If you're going through a bunch of trials and tribulations and you feel like the enemy is just attacking you and only you and like you being picked out to be picked on, you need to count it all joy because it means you're doing something right. The devil is mad. The devil is mad because you are a righteous individual. The devil is mad because you doing what you're supposed to do and that you're pleasing God. And he's going to try to do everything to get you to stop. He's going to try to do everything to get you to just stop doing what you are called to do, because he don't want that goodness spread out in the world. He want hatred. He want lies. He want drama. He want all that to be a part of your life. But you got to fight against it. You got to be like Jesus and just keep saying, no, like, you a liar. No, I'm not doing that. No, I know who my Father is. You need to stand. They say stand on business. You need to stand on God. You need to stand on Jesus. You need to stand on that. All right. You shouldn't play about yourself and you shouldn't play about Father God. Alrighty, but that's enough of the word. Well, not enough. We ain't never got enough of the word, so let me not say that. But that's enough of me rambling at this moment. I am just gonna head to the thrift store, but I wanted to share that to y'all because we need that. We need that. I know I needed that. I needed that positivity. I needed that motivation from the Lord. I just needed that because now I see that Jesus was even tempted by the devil and he resisted. Because if Jesus can do it, we can do it too. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to come back to y'all after I come from the thrift store, and then we'll see what we get into because I really don't know what the day brings, but you know, that's the beauty of everything. So we are back. We're back at the house, and I got this big old bag from Goodwill. This big bag was only 20 bucks. It was actually less than 20 bucks, but I always choose to round up to donate. So it was probably like 1930 something, and all of this was 20 bucks. So we don't get into this haul a little later. I got to wash this stuff, but I did get something other than clothes out of here. Two things other than clothes out of here that I'm super excited to share with y'all. But first, I'm going to throw this in the washer so this can be done so I can share the clothes with y'all as well. So all the clothes from the thrift store are in the wash, if y'all can hear that going, because my washer is extremely loud. But I did tell y'all I got two things that I got that wasn't clothes that I want to share because I'm excited about them. I'm always excited about something, but I like that about me because it doesn't take much to please me. So it was chaotic in Goodwill. When I say chaotic, it was very chaotic. I usually never go on Fridays, and I kind of forgot today was Friday, and I went late. So there's that. Like, what I've learned about doing this thrifting thing, you got to be there when the thrift store opens, or like a little close to a little bit like after opening, because if you wait a little later, when the people start piling in, they start piling in and they start going crazy up there. But it was, you know, crazy and chaotic. I didn't really find that many clothes. Like, I have the big bag, but I usually find a little bit more than that. I didn't find that many, so I was like, you know, let's take a gander at the books. So I just went ahead and took a gander at the books, and I'm glad that I did take a gander at the books while everything was just going crazy up in there. So I found the gratitude journal in there, y'all. Now, I know y'all seen like the 5-minute journal, and I also have one that's like the 5-year journal that you use in memories. I haven't written in that this year. I need to write in that for the start because it's the question of the day. But I found the gratitude journal, y'all, and it's no pages that's like written in. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's all like new. Nothing is written in. The only thing about it is that it's like a little broken off the spine, but I'm like, I don't care about that. I can still write in it. It's not affecting me writing in it. So I got a new journal. It's not pre-dated or anything. You could write your own dates. And on this first page, it has like a quote. It tells you to write things that you're grateful for, what will make today great. There's 3 things that you can write will make today great, and then daily affirmations. I'm probably just gonna put like Bible scriptures there, or something that says like, I am this, I am that, you know. And then it's for day and night. So I'm gonna start on this today, y'all. I'm gonna do this today, and then when the night comes, I'm gonna do it for the night. And I'm gonna try to do it every single day because I've been working on less complaining, more thanking, and praising Jesus for the things that I have, y'all. So this is perfect. I feel like God led me to go look in the book section because I've been trying to go to Barnes and Noble for a while, but this is only 50 cents. It's like a way much more like affordable than Barnes and Noble, and I still got, you know, what I need. I got another book, y'all, and this is what's funny about this. It's a little story. So I was looking through the bins of the books because they have them in the bins, and it's like everything on top of everything, every category. You kind of have to just dig through and find something that intrigues you. So it's not like super organized. So I was looking through them, and it was like a family in front of me. They were like talking and whatnot, and they were going through all the books and trying to find specific books. And there was this book that I had my eye on that was on their side, but I didn't want to like reach across and grab it while they were tossing and flipping through the books. So I was kind of trying to like go through them and wait without not being awkward, so till they went to the next bin, and then I'll go in that spot and kind of dig through what they threw around. But then they just stood there and they started talking and stuff, which is fine. Like, you know, that's what you do when you're with your family. But I wanted the book. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna move to the other bin and kind of look and see if I can find a different book or whatever, because I don't want to get in their way. Like, I don't mind like saying excuse me, but they were all like talking and standing on the side. Like, it's a square bin, so I could only like, I had to physically jump in front of them to get to it. So I was like, okay. So I went to the other bin, and tell me why the same exact book that I was eyeing that was on their side just was right in front of me in the other bin. So it was 2 of the same book, there. So I was like, oh yes, this is meant for me. I need to read this, and God want me to read it, and this was destined. I need this. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna read the title of the book, because that's where it gets real, like, okay, this is for me. The title of the book is Breaking Free from Spiritual Strongholds. Well, it's Praying God's Word. That's the title of the book, Praying God's Word. And then like the description of why it's important to pray God's Word, it says breaking free from spiritual strongholds. Y'all don't know like a lot of things about me, like personally, like when it starts to come to like my spiritual journey, because that's something that I'm like trying to incorporate into my channel. Like I've done it in the beginning, but I never really shared any kind of like dark, deep details about like why. But this just sums it up. Breaking free from spiritual strongholds, y'all. We don't just live in a physical world, okay? It's spiritual. We live in a spiritual world. It's spiritual stuff is happening all around us. Like, and there's a lot of things that the enemy use to get a foothold on you, to get a stronghold on you, so you don't live the life. We were just talking about this with the Bible study, y'all, that you don't live the life that the Lord has planned for you. He's trying to stop you. So there are certain strongholds, or there are certain things that it seems like it's so hard to let go, it's so hard to overcome, because that's the enemy trying to get you in that chokehold so you don't break free and you don't accomplish the things that are in your destiny. So we don't read and get into this so we can pray God's word. Like I said, use the word against the enemy, y'all. Use the word against the enemy so we can break free and live the life that we're supposed to have in Jesus Christ. So if I got this message in my Bible and then this book showed up for me, oh, this is something I need to pay attention to. And I need to watch closely of the signs of the Lord, and I need to obey what he wants me to learn, and I need to practice this. So this is gonna help me too. I can't wait to get into this. I'm gonna finish my devotional book though that I showed y'all, the promises of God, with all the daily Bible scriptures and like, you know, the words and the details about like what you're going through. I've been reading it kind of in order though, like by letter. So I want to get into that, finish that, read those Bible scriptures every day. Then we're gonna get into this, y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all a review. Or, you know what, we're not even gonna do a review, because I feel like a review, you have to read the book in its entirety and then give the review. I think I'm gonna take it chapter by chapter. So y'all gonna get an update chapter by chapter, because we rebuking them demons in the mighty name of Jesus this year. I don't know. We want to walk in the fullness of our faith. Come on, like we want to be different this year. I know that I do, and like I'm trying to encourage y'all too, because I know we all going through something, and the only person that's going to be able to bring us through is Jesus. But those are the things that I found in the book bin, and I'm going to start looking through the book bin when I go all the time. I'm trying not to be a hoarder, y'all. I don't want to be a hoarder, but I do want to get into my book bag. Literally. I really do. My mom and I, we kind of exchanged books. I did get her that book by Joel Osteen for Christmas, and she was like, you need to read this book yourself. And I said, I honestly like the book, like description, and that's why I brought it for her. So like we exchange books all the time. She always gives me a bunch of Joyce Meyer's books, and I get them as well. We kind of do like a little rotation thing. So I do want to start getting some books so we can like rotate them and keep it going. And I did want to find like a children's kind of Bible book so I could give it to my niece, because my niece is 3 and she's like into books and reading and things like that. She's always been into books. Even when she was like a baby, like 1 year old, she would always hand me a book so I could read it to her. And I kind of want to get her like a little children's Bible, or like one of the Bible bookstores, because I know when I was young I had like a cardboard book set of all like the stories of Jesus and things like that. So I kind of want to be the person to get that for her. I know like my brother, he always tells us like he prays over them. He helps her say her night's prayers. They go to church, so they already have that in them, but I do want to get that to like so they can further learn and know the story of Jesus. So yeah, the clothes are in the washer. They're gonna be in there for a while, then I gotta dry them. So I will see y'all when those get out and we can get into the haul of everything that I got. I really didn't get that much. It seems like a lot, but it's not that much. I did get Deontay some shirts. I did find a couple items for myself again this time, And then there's some other things I'm going to weed through to see if I can give them to someone, or also like resell them or something, do something. Look, this is what all comes with thrifting. It's like multi-purposeful. Like, it's a lot of things that you can do with this. All right, so it is much later. The sun has went down. It's about 5:30, almost 6 o'clock ish, and I just got everything out the dryer. It been stopped, but I got everything out the dryer just now, and then kind of organized the end piles of what's going to Deontay, what I'm keeping for myself, and like what I'm going to do like a little try on for to see if I really do want to keep it, and then the things that I am considering reselling or turning in. So there's that. There's a lot of like brands that I thought were like nice brands and stuff that was still in good condition. So I do want to get into like maybe posting it somewhere and reselling it way cheaper than like retail price, but still getting a profit from it myself. And yeah, so that's how I kind of organize and do things when it comes down to the items that I can't fit or that I just thought was in good condition and that nothing was wrong with them. So yeah, so I'm gonna show y'all what I got Deontay first, because he always tells me to like be on the lookout for some t-shirts because he loves different t-shirts. So I found this Reebok t-shirt, gray, in good condition, and it is size large. So yeah, so that's good because he likes his shirts to fit a little bigger on him. So I mean, he is a size large, but sometimes he would like an extra large too, but this is a good size large for him. I also found him this like classic black kind of v-neck tee. It's not like super v-neck, and it's H&M, so it's just their basic tees, size large. Can never go wrong with a black t-shirt. Also found this blue Reebok t-shirt, just like the gray one, same style, same size, same everything, same good condition. I don't know if he's gonna like this shirt. He hasn't seen his stuff yet. He's been in the room playing the game. So I don't know if he's gonna like this shirt. Cause I mean, he wears long sleeves, but he like hoodies, and this doesn't have a hoodie. It's just a plain long sleeve shirt. But I like this, so if he don't like it, I'm just gonna have to wear it like oversized myself because I like it. But y'all, I found this Dragon Ball Z long sleeve t-shirt. It's tie-dye, nice colors. He said he's trying to be getting into like wearing different colors, so I think he'll like the color, but I don't know how he's going to be with just a regular like long sleeve. It's not even like a sweatshirt, it's just a regular long sleeve t-shirt. So if he don't like it, I'm definitely gonna be sporting it, you know, me, oversized tee and leggings, or just oversized tee around the house. So, and then last thing for Deontay is this Polo by Ralph Lauren t-shirt, just a plain classic tee, size large. Thought this was nice and good condition, and the fabric is really soft. Even though he liked dry fit, and I didn't get any dry fit. It was like, I told y'all it was chaotic in there, but I feel like we got a little nice little haul for him. I might need to stop getting so much clothes for him because like, he's about to start having as much clothes as me, and I don't mind that, but laundry and folding that laundry is starting to get ridiculous, so we might have to scale back a bit. But I honestly, it's feeding into my shopping addiction, but a shopping addiction on like a affordable basis, so I think everything's cool. Moving on to me and the stuff that I got for myself, I just gotta consider if I like it or not, because if I don't like it, then it's going in the sale pile. But I'm gonna do a little try on because it's important for me to try the clothes on so I can see. And yeah, so we're gonna get to that. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all the items first and then I'm gonna put them on. But I found this Adidas dry fit tee for women, size large, and perfect condition, like super perfect condition, almost like brand new. I was originally going to put this in the sell like pile, but then when I took it out the dryer, I was like, I kind of like this, let me keep it. All right, so this is what it looks like. Rotation, even though it's just a t-shirt, I like it. I love the way it feels. I have like a lot of t-shirts like this. I got my Puma one and my Columbia one. It's cut and fit the same way. So yes, I'm glad that I chose to keep this. All right, I didn't put my shirt back on because this item I have is another shirt that I want to try on, and it's a like button-up flannel plaid shirt by the brand E&M. And I want to try it on just to see how it's going to fit on my arms, because it says it's a size large, but I got big arms. So sometimes things be my size, but the arms be like Incredible Hulk, like I'm about to bust loose. So I got to try this on. I was looking to like get some stuff like church. So some of the stuff maybe like a little like dress casual. And yeah, so I would like, if it do fit right, I would wear this open with like a little cami top. So y'all gonna have to see over this top, so it's probably not gonna look right, but I'm just trying to see if it fit. All right, so I gotta do one arm, so it's all about around the back. And yeah, okay, all right, it fits nice. Oh, let me put the collar down. It fits nice. I can see myself. Oh, the pants is throwing it off too. It's like, this is nasty, but I can see myself with the black like under tank or cami, and like, you know, it being a little tucked, maybe some jeans with a little rip in it, and my boots. I got some fur boots I haven't worn yet in the closet that I could probably pull out because it got the little white fur with the little brown in it. Well, this don't have brown in it, but you know, it's black. So I think it'll work out, and I'll wear that to church. Put a little overcoat or something, but it hits. It gives what I wanted it to, so I'm happy with that. Oop, I forgot, let me do a little rotation even though I look crazy. All right, so next up for me is this sweater. And it has like that opening at the bottom, like something that you could wear with like some nice dress pants or some leggings. Like I love that flowy look. It's like one of those like over sweater kind of, like it gives shawl, but it's still a full sweater, if that makes sense. Now this didn't have any size information or no brand information in it. I checked all the tags, and sometimes they have like Shein stuff in there. I assume this is from Shein. It looks like something I've seen on Shein, but I don't know, because then like it would have a Shein tag. And I think it'll fit. I'm hoping it fits. It looked like holding it against my body, it looks like something I could fit, so we're gonna see. And y'all, this is so cute. This is cute. Like, it's giving what it's supposed to give. Excuse my pants, y'all. Just imagine me with like some tights or some dress pants and then like some boots or something, but that's not what it is right now. But just imagine that. I like it. I like the way it drapes across my body. Now I took the other shirt off so I can get the accurate fit on this, so y'all see my stomach skin. Sorry. I'm gonna do a 360. I like this. I can see this. I could probably put some jeans on with my like tall brown boots, because that brown in my boots kind of like match this button detail. Yes, I be dressing like that. I be trying to be like an old head and like match all my stuff down to the T. But this is cute. This is also churchy, or like going to brunch or something, like something cute. It ain't always got to be a hoodie t-shirt all the time. All right, and last thing for me is a pair of pants. There's some Adidas like track pants. They're size medium. Now with Adidas, I'm unable to tell like if they're men's, like a men's medium or a women's medium, so that's why I have to try them on. I currently have a pair of Adidas pants on right now that are size medium, but I don't know, this is like a different cut. This is like their soccer pants, and these are just like their regular track pants. So there is a difference, especially like with the string in the inside and things like that. So I'm gonna try them on, because if they're too big for me, then they're just gonna go to Deontay. But then he don't like his pants to fit a certain way. He likes large instead of it being tight. Like he don't like when the joggers kind of hug over his legs, which I don't blame him, because I just think personally that's weird when a guy's wearing tight pants like that. But that's just me. But yeah, so I'm gonna try these on. All right, these are perfect. They fit just like the ones I had on, like I just took off. I like the cuff on these though. Like they're actually like a different material than the pants. The cuff is more like a clothy material, as like the inside of the waistband. And then I do like that it has like one of these kind of strings that you pull to adjust the waistband, instead of like tying your string in the inside and then your strings getting lost in the washer. 360. So yeah, this is it for me. All right, so now we're going to move on to the stuff that I had put to the side that I thought were good and that I'm just going to consider reselling. So the first item that I do have that I couldn't fit but I wish I could is this duster, like long cardigan. It has like slits on the side. It's super cute, but it's size extra small. And like I told y'all, I got them Incredible Hulk arms. Some of them, it's really stretchy material. I did try to like put my arm through. It got through, but it was just too suffocating, and I just can't. But yeah, size extra small. It's from the brand Loft, and that's really popular out here. There is a consignment shop that takes like clothing for cash, like similar like I told y'all about Plato's Closet and things like that around here, that takes this. They were really looking for like Loft, Talbots, Express, New York and Company, you know, Chico's, that kind of like business casual grown woman type of clothes. They really look for that. So I got this and put it to the side. Wish I could fit it, but gotta give it away. This one I might not even resell. It's like a freebie. It's this Champion t-shirt. It's size medium. It's men's. Now I originally got it for Deontay, but I don't know, he'd probably take it if it fits right on him. I wasn't concerned about like the width of it. It's the length that concerns me. Like, it looks short. It looks like kind of, it's a little longer than me, but it looks short, and I don't want it to look like a crop top on him, and I'm pretty sure he don't want that either. But if it fits right, then I'm just gonna let him have it. Next up, I did find this Ralph Lauren polo button kind of tee. Well, not all the way button, just the regular like classic polo look. I gotta see though the size. It says small. So yeah, this is a men's then, because this is too big to be a female small. It just kind of confused me when it has like the high to low kind of look. But some of them are like that. I've sold a couple of these. I've actually sold probably like 5 of these online. So these are like really hot. So I try to grab these every time I see them. But this is in perfect condition. And then with like what I was saying to y'all, I got this Talbots or Talbots long sleeve navy like t-shirt. The consignment shop in my area takes from this brand, so I kind of been stacking things up that I can find so I can give to them. I have a couple of things stored away from Talbots. I really need to go turn some things in, but I just don't feel like I have enough, because sometimes they accept some things and then like they have like too much in their inventory, so they won't accept all of it. You have to go back and things like that. So I just been keeping them until the time that I'll go there. I'll also like list them online and see if anyone's interested in buying. So we got that. All right, so I got this Under Armour dry fit t-shirt. It's size medium. It's like one of the compression workout type of shirts. Now I believe this is a female shirt. I have to look into it because this looks way too small to be a male medium. And with Under Armour, usually with Under Armour, they do put like, if it's a youth, they'll put a Y in front of it. So I'm assuming this is females, and I'll probably try it on just to see. I didn't really like, well, it does look like a female shirt. I'm looking at it with the curvature and the inside where the waist part is, and it does kind of fit the length of my body. So Under Armour always does well when I list it online. A lot of people love Under Armour. I personally love Under Armour too, so there's that. I also take Under Armour to the consignment shops around here, and they take it too. So I just grab it. Every time I see the logo, I just grab it. I found this shirt. I don't know if people still wear Simply Southern, but I found this Simply Southern shirt. I've sold like 2 Simply Southern shirts. I sell them fairly cheap because Simply Southern isn't like a super expensive brand that it used to be, but like not anymore. So I sell these kind of cheap. Since I sold 2, I was like, why not just sell another one? And this was in really good condition. All of the graphics were clear and crisp. And this is the last item of the haul, but I am going to be selling these or turning this in. These are some Nike joggers. They're in perfect condition. Like, everything is good. Even down to this, like this still looks new and stiff. Everything is nice. String still intact. Doesn't look like it's super worn. But they are size extra small, so I couldn't get into them. So I am just going to sell them, give them away, see who's interested. So that concludes my thrift store haul Also those books that I showed y'all earlier. So I feel like we got a nice haul, just like the last time. Like all them jeans was fitting. Like I have good days where I'm in the thrift store and I find everything and I'm like, oh, this for me, this for me, this for me. And then other days it's just like, I'm wasting my time in here. So there's that. But like I said, y'all, if y'all want to know more about like the reselling process and kind of how I weed that out and how I do that and handle that, just leave comments below. I will make like a separate video, or rather than like including it in the vlog. Speaking of including this in the vlog, I got so used to doing vlogmas like every single day and doing like a separate video every day. So I am just curious to see how everything is when I'm editing and combining everything, because this might be like a 2-hour long vlog. Like, and I don't even know if y'all gonna sit around and watch me talk for 2 hours. Like, so there's that. But yeah, that was all for the thrift store haul. I'm satisfied with it, you know. And you know, I will try to keep doing this every time I go there, go back, and then I will film in there, because I just be going in there and trying to get up out of there because the chaos, okay? But I will try my best to film in there so y'all can get a taste of what I do and actually see it. I'm gonna take y'all along on my hobbies. Like the content is about to be new and different this year. But I gotta put all these clothes up, so I will see y'all when I see y'all, because I don't know when I'm gonna see y'all. Good morning, y'all. The sun is shining in here really weird, so I apologize for that. But today is Saturday and I'm going to 21 days of prayer. This is an event at my church that I talked about in my last vlog, that I was supposed to go throughout the week and get up like 5 a.m. because it starts at 6 a.m. but I haven't. So I'm making it to this Saturday one and I'm going to do better. So the Saturday one starts at 9. I'm in my car early and I'm ready to go. And actually I am just going to end the vlog here because I feel like this vlog is going to be super long. We've done a lot, and everything that I do from this like point on is going to be in the next vlog. So I will see y'all all in the next one. Bye.